Hello fellow gamers, today we are going to be answering the question, is the 780 Ti still worth buying today? Let me just start off this video by saying yes and no. It really depends on what you are going to be doing with it. You'll just have to see for yourself if this card is the right choice for you. The 780 Ti has 2880 shaders, 3GB of GDDR5, and can boost all the way up to 1000 MHz. Now, you might have heard me say that the card has 3GB of RAM, which isn't much, but in my testing and my experience, 3GB is just enough for most games. Now, let's get started off with the benchmarks. First, we have Forza Horizon 4 on a mixture of settings. You can see them on the screen here. On medium settings, we average 66 FPS without an overclock, and with an overclock, we got 73 FPS. Moving on to high settings, at stock speeds, we were looking at an average of 60 FPS, and with an overclock, it climbed all the way to 66 FPS. On the Ultra preset, the card averaged 42 FPS, and with an overclock, it got 55 FPS. Moving on, we have Dirt Rally. Before I show the results, it is important to note that I only tested one setting, Ultra. I didn't feel the need to test any lower, and you'll see why. Starting with stock speeds, it managed to average 95 FPS, and with an overclock, it got an outstanding 101 FPS average. Next, we have Valorant, which again was only tested on one setting, Ultra. Starting at stock speeds, it averaged 210 FPS, and with an overclock, we got to 230 FPS. Now, moving on to Apex Legends, one of the worst performers at stock speed, we have an average of exactly 61 FPS with dips to the mid-30s and 40s if there was a lot going on the screen, or especially if you were inside of smoke or fire. The overclock seemed to get rid of those drops with an average of 72 FPS and dips to mid-60s with a lot going on or in smoke or on fire. Lastly, we have Rust, once again testing only one setting, the highest settings available. With everything cranked up, it averaged 90 FPS on a medium-sized world, and with a slight overclock, it went up to 97 FPS average. Thanks for watching. Do you think the 780 Ti is the right choice for you? If so, tell me about it in the comments below.